one Sunday school day at elementary school, a long time ago, I saw some people drawing. And, I mean, I wasn't really interested. It's like, man, they're drawing. A lot of people draw, so it's like, what's the point? Until they asked me, yo, Tim, you know how to draw? And I'm over here like, yes, I know how to draw. But I actually didn't know how to draw. I lied. And then eventually, later on that day, I felt guilty for lying that I know how to draw when I don't know how to draw. So I just forced myself to start drawing around the place so people could think, oh, wait, he really does know how to draw. He draw often. And then eventually I started liking it because it actually wasn't bad. But however, when I started drawing, it was hard because I didn't know what to draw at first. I would draw a car and it's like, man, that don't even look like a car. That look like a pizza. And I'll draw an apple and it's like, man, that don't even look like an apple. That look like a... What is that? I don't even know what it is. So I thought of Stickman. Like, it's easy to draw Stickman. So I could just draw some Stickman walking around the place, doing some cool stuff. And then I started making comics. And then they started doing that. And then eventually I was thinking, I should name one of my Stickman. So I looked around the classroom like, man, what should I name him? Until I looked by the whiteboard, and then there's an Expo marker sitting there. And it's like, I guess his name is Expo. So now I would change his name different and keep the character. But I just leave his name Expo just for the memory of it. So eventually I wanted him to interact with some other people. So I decided to make an extra character, but I didn't know what to do for this extra character. Because it's like, it's a Stickman, and I don't know how to draw hair, so the only way you could customize a Stickman is the head, because it's a Stickman. Unless you just start drawing circles or, I don't know, whatever artists do. I mean, I met a lot of creative people. But one day one moment I just drew a line, and it's like, that looked like a hat. I guess it's a hat. And then eventually I had to come up with a name for him. And I was like, I should do an actual name instead of a marker brand. And I thought of Leo. And then his name was Forever Leo. Like the character Leo Light now I have. And Expo. They're actual characters that I made. So ever since I made them, I got better at drawing stuff. And then I started making extra characters. I started coming up with random names. Eventually I started drawing comics with my sister Stickman. We used to make random characters. Rosalina, Lavender, Peppermint, Sarah, Leah. Those are just females we came up with. And for the males, we came up with like Zach and... I'm sorry, I just remember all the females because I used them pretty often when I did collabs with my sister. But we used to just do that for fun. So that's how I started pretty much drawing because... I mean, that was a terrible story, the way how I started drawing. Because it's like, bro, you lied and you tried to make up for a lie. What type of way is that? But, yep, that's how it started, I guess. That's how it started. That's how I remember it, at least. Unless it was a dream. But, now since I'm kind of better and I started, like, animating and stuff. When it come to animating, I mean, I could draw, so it's like, you know what? I probably could start animating. And then I just started animating. At first, when I started... It was bad looking and terrible. And I was like, maybe I just need a better pencil.